Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Kaylin Ryan, and I'm representing Where's the Buzz TV. And I'm here with DIVIJ from FBOY Island. Let's
Yes,
give him a
sir.
virtual round of applause. Exactly.
What's up? Thank
Good
you for
morning,
having
good
me.
morning, good morning.
Good morning. I'm like just waking up, but I appreciate you having me.
Oh, of course, you're part of a show that's really unique, so we got to get this conversation going. But before we jump into the show, please tell me about yourself, where you're from, and what you did before television.
Yeah, for sure. I'm from LA. My name is DIVIJ. I'm 24 years old. Grew up in Orange County. Went to USC. I'm an entrepreneur, so big business guy. Closing deals for a lot of the biggest influencers in the world, and just been hustling. Really, like I've just been doing a lot of stuff in the influencer space. We work with some of like the biggest talent in the world, like Logan Paul, Majlak. I got 20 employees, so a lot of business stuff going on for sure. Been flipping houses and just living life. Yeah.
Wow. Well, all right. When you say entrepreneur, you said flipping houses, so you work in that industry. How has that been?
The real estate market is kind of fucked right now for lack of, can I cuss on this?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. The real estate market is kind of fucked. Like, to be honest, like it's very, very high right now. So if you look at the prices across like houses in LA and Orange County, like everything is just super inflated.
Mm.
And I think we're going to see a big correction here soon. So I've been kind of chilling back and I haven't been doing much in the real estate space, but the influencer stuff is going crazy for sure.
Wow. How'd you get into the influencer world to begin with?
I got a little funny story about that. So there's a big YouTuber by the name of Mike Majlak. He's the co-host of Logan Paul's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember watching Impulsive in COVID and I was like, bro, it'd be fucking dope because he was dating Lana Rhoades at the time, who's one of
Okay.
the biggest adult film star, ex-adult film stars. And I was like, he's got a male audience. He's got this huge platform. He's dating this girl who's
Yeah.
obviously related to the films, like the adult film industry. I was like, it'd be dope if he had a deal with some sort of like Viagra company because I felt like people would resonate with it. So I pretended to be his talent agent and I reached out to a brand called Blue Chew,
Mm-hmm.
ended up getting him a deal, big, massive deal, ended up having to reach out to Mike Cold Turkey, like on Instagram, like,
Yeah.
hey man, like I have this deal for you, yada, yada. And then from there, I kind of just, we put the deal together and he kind of just like connected me to, the rest of the influencer world. So yeah, it's been going good.
Wow. Self-initiated. You did it yourself, and now you forced your way into the industry, and people have nothing but respect for you, I assume, with how you played that first
Yeah,
landing. Mm-hmm.
for
Crazy.
sure. You have to, I think, especially in LA, like you have to kind of just like
Be
fucking
assertive, for sure.
not wanted. You have to just kind of like butt yourself in and just scoot yourself into things. And I think that's the only reason I've been successful for sure.
Well, there it is. How did you find yourself on FBOY Island? What took place?
Yeah,
Did they find you? Did you find them?
definitely the craziest, wildest shit I've ever done. So it was in COVID. I was with my mom at the time, just like chilling with her, and I was like, it'd be so cool if I could be on a reality show because it was always on kind of like my bucket list. So
Mm-hmm.
started interviewing for shows, interviewed for like The Circle, a bunch of other ones. Ended up not getting casted for anything, and I was getting honestly like discouraged. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, like I know I could do this. Like I have everything that is fucking needed for reality TV. Like why isn't
Mm-hmm.
it working? And one day I was going through my DMs and I saw a message from this casting lady. Didn't know who she was, but I ended up responding. And she positioned the show as like the LA, like the new LA Too Hot to Handle. So I was like, all right, you know what? Let's do it. So ended up auditioning like 6 different times.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then ended up getting casted and got flown out to the Cayman Islands in February, and I was there for 2 months.
Cayman
So
Islands.
gorgeous
What?
spot. If you haven't been, you should definitely go. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's on my list. It's on my list. I know you can't reveal what role you played on the show, whether you were an F boy or a sweetheart. But in real life, do you consider yourself an F boy or a kind individual?
I'm a beautiful blend of both. I would say like I feel like I'm like, when I want to be kind of a player or whatever, like I'll be that person if I feel like that's what I want to do. But I feel like I'm a caring, like just a nice guy. So I feel like I'm somewhere in between.
Great answer. Great answer. Where do you plan on taking your career after this? What's next?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, I would love to do more reality TV. I feel like, other shows, like I'd love to be The Bachelor at some point. I want to be the first Indian American Bachelor. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, we haven't had that. We have not had that.
We have not. So I think I could see myself doing something with that. And then just continuing to kind of grow my business and, make influencers a lot of money.
Well, with that, unless it's more business oriented, you don't have to answer that. But you would have to be prepared to be married.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, I feel like I'm 24. Birthday's next month. Shout out on my Leos.
Cool.
But I'm turning 25. Like, I feel like I'm still a baby. Like, I'm not ready for marriage. So I think I need another 5 years at the minimum.
Well, there it is. There it is. Do you have any long time friendships that were made from the show? Are you still cool with some of the castmates? Speak on that.
Yeah, for sure. I think I've met friends for life. Like on this show, like I can't even lie to you. When you have 24 guys that are from all different parts of the world and you kind of all come together in this crazy experience, you obviously start to build like some amazing relationships. There are 2 particular people on this show that I will never fuck with, and I will blatantly tell them like they are literal pussies. And I think like I don't know why they're even on this earth, quite frankly. So besides those 2, the other 22 guys, like literally friends for life.
Well, I guess 22 out of 24 is not a bad ratio.
Not bad.
Good luck to the other 2. I hope they're doing well. And I hope you guys can mend whatever took place on the show. Well, was being on FBOY Island the first time you were in front of cameras and filming crew and things like that?
No, actually, not at all. Definitely the kind of the biggest like scale of a project that I've done. But I was on like Victorious, a couple BuzzFeed things, did a bunch of music videos. So definitely have experience. I have my YouTube channel. I've been posting on there for like 3 years, TikToks. So I love being on camera. But this was definitely like the craziest, like biggest experience on TV for sure.
Wow. And typically the men on these shows, you guys are shirtless pretty much the whole way through. So what was your workout routine and what did that entail preparing for it, unless you were already stealth and fit leading up to it?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I actually wasn't. Like I was actually in a very bad place physically in my life when I got casted. So when we landed in the Caymans, we had 2 weeks of quarantine, obviously because of COVID. So I had to really like just go crazy. I was hitting the jump ropes, the fucking resistance bands. Like we didn't have access to a gym. So we were really just doing workout. Yeah. On our balcony. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't in the best shape, but I am now. Like I definitely feel like I'm in the best shape. But the workout routine, they didn't have a gym. So we were using like wood as like our weight. So it was like a true like Cayman Island like experience. It wasn't like, but yeah, it was great.
Well, people say that the world is our gym and that if you get creative enough, you can find any way to work any muscle or endurance and all those type of things. I know you can't speak to if you found love on the show, but how has your love life been outside of FBOY Island, either before or after, whichever one is more entertaining?
The only love I need is the love I get from my cat, to be honest. Like I don't and I love the love that I get from my mom. Like that's literally all I need. Like I don't need, and I don't feel like I have that love from another individual, but honestly, I'm coolin'. Like I feel like I'm in a very selfish like time of my life. So I'm kind of just doing me.
And that's good. It's good to be selfish because then once we hit closer to 30, I'm 23. Then it starts to get about motherhood and being a wife, and now I can't be selfish, so I'm being selfish now. So
exactly.
I completely get you. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, and it's more peaceful to just grind and not have to worry about.
Very zen.
Yeah. Let's see. Convince me why I should watch FBOY Island. I've heard you had a good time and all that, but what makes it so unique and so special to where myself and the viewers and the fans watching should tune in?
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna be the craziest, wildest like reality show you're ever gonna see, and I'm not just saying that. The reason I'm gonna give you solid reasons as to why it's gonna be like this. the guys who created The Bachelor, all these other large shows, are the same people that created this show. Secondly, you've got 24 guys and you've got 3 girls. Okay. So you're seeing, as a woman, this is incredible because you guys have all the power. You're making all the decisions. You decide who gets eliminated. So I think all the females in the world are going to really just like resonate with it. And then more importantly, this is the first reality dating show that's a comedy. So obviously Nikki Glazer's the host. Big shouts to Nikki. Like, she's funny as fuck. Like, she's hilarious. And I think the way that she does her commentary throughout the entire season is just so bizarre. And it's going to be just a funny, just fun show. So definitely watch it, man. I mean, it's called FBOY Island. Like, it's going to be good.
Thank you. That was good. You hit 3 points. Now I want to know what you learned most valuable from your experience. What was your biggest takeaway?
I learned a lot, I think my biggest takeaway was keep your mouth shut when it comes to women. Like, don't say too much. All my guys out there, like, just keep it quiet. You're going to lose, like, I saw this TikTok yesterday. It was saying something about girls, how did it go? I forget how it went, but it was I don't remember the reference. I don't want to do it wrong, but the whole point is, as a man in any situation, when it comes to women, you're going to lose. So just don't even try.
Well, I mean, not trying to be biased, but there's some truth to that.
It's true.
But we definitely have wiggle room to grow and listen and be led as well. But women, we hold it down, and we're beautiful creatures. So
absolutely.
Yes. I'll give us that. This last question is giving you the opportunity to either ask me a question or hear my last final question. Okay.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer an F-boy or do you prefer a nice guy? And why?
It's the NY. A nice guy. I mean, that's not a pushover or someone that's weak or doesn't command the room, but he's kind and he cares about my needs and doesn't just bulldoze over my opinion, I guess. Yeah, F-boy. I mean, I don't really know what I would do with that. Yeah, a nice guy. Because an F-boy, I feel like they're just running through life, bulldozing, and just doing what they want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't want to be a part of the demolition. You feel me? So
totally. You want to build with a nice guy. I get it. Look, I think that's a fair answer. I was expecting you to say F-boys were like, because, nice guy, I'm not even saying I'm an F-boy.
No, I get what you mean. Mm-hmm.
Huh? Yeah, but it's it can be, I feel like F-boys are more exciting. And like nice guys are like, all right, bring home to mom, like, yada, yada.
No, I get what you mean. That's what I'm saying. He definitely has to have a thrill. I mean, nice in the sense of how he treats me. Gotcha. Non-negotiable. But his drive, his passion, the way he conducts business, the way he leads me, his personality. I'm a big personality. It's 10 a.m., but I got a lot going on. So, yeah. So not a boring nice guy, just someone that is kind, and then do whatever you want to do at that point.
Oh, my guys out here, take notes, man. What she's saying is facts.
OMG. Do you feel like this show has prepared you for any future relationships you may have in a better way? Got it. Okay. Nope. Absolutely not. Okay.
I think the only thing I learned was I got to just keep being selfish. Like, I just want to keep just doing my thing. Like, I have no interest in the relationship at all, actually.
And that's fair and that's honest.
Yeah.
Because as long as you lead with that, women can't be mad that you're not asking them out by the 6-month mark, or you haven't, they understand, okay, he said he's not interested in that, and it's their job to respect that as well. So honesty is the best policy.
You got to set expectations. Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
And I'm not the best at it, to be honest. Like, I'm actually really bad at that. Like, I feel like I lead girls on. I do a lot of things that make them believe that I'm interested or that I want to pursue something. And then I end up having to, go tell them 2 years in, like, hey, like, actually, I'm not interested. Like, and then you just break their heart. So trying to avoid that for the future.
Well, I mean, baby steps, baby steps.
Baby steps, exactly.
Before we go, please say anything to your fans. Let them know what you're up to, where they can find you, where they can follow you, and all that good stuff.
Bro, honestly, all I got to say is, like, cats are better than dogs, bro. Like, that's it. Cats are better than dogs. And all the haters against cats, like, I don't know what y'all are saying. But no, real shit though. Like, go check out the DIVIJ Den podcast. I'm a big cat guy, big supporter of cats. Go check out the DIVIJ Den podcast. Doing a lot of content there, interviewing celebrities, and yeah, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And make sure you guys watch the show because it's gonna be a fucking amazing show. You guys are gonna lose your.
It airs Thursday.
This Thursday, 2 days and 48 hours. FBOY Island will be live, and it's gonna be the craziest summer like ever, for real.
Where is the buzz?
Oh, yeah.
Where is the buzz? You said was mine, oh mine.
Where is the buzz?